You certainly have a First Amendment right, freedom of speech, First Amendment right. There are exceptions to that. The exceptions are when it involves the legal rights of others. That is, you can't say a defamatory statement about somebody, libel or slander, something like that. Or it involves a compelling government interest, okay? That's where the government can get involved, okay? Now, if you look at employer-employee relationship, one of the things you would look at is, does it disrupt the office? Would the statement be something that would disrupt the office, okay? I think every employer, public and private, should have policies in place involving social media now, because we're in a different world now. When somebody puts something on social media, it's a billboard for the entire world. It's not just a billboard, on Wattsburg Drive or something. I mean, in a certain part of the county, it goes nationwide. Okay, so that's the law. You do have First Amendment rights and freedom of speech, but there are exceptions to that. Again, you can't say something involves legal rights of others, or where it involves a compelling government interest. Now, what is a compelling government interest? Okay, that's where 1 + 1 sometimes don't equal 2. Every case is different, okay? So, and one thing the Supreme Court or a court would look at, a federal court would look at, was did the statement have a potential, even it did or have potential to disrupt the office, okay? And that's something they would look at, and a court would look at. But again, every case is different, and to sit here and say, okay, this statement or that statement is not protected by the First Amendment, because every case is different. If you're in law enforcement, you're held to a standard that that some people maybe not be, because you are there to do justice. And if you do something or say something that would indicate that you were prejudiced against somebody because of their sexual orientation, their race, their gender, their socioeconomic status, anything like that, that's not good. That don't look good on the office, if you will, or the individual. As far as a law enforcement officer is concerned, they are on duty 24/7. They can make an arrest. They don't have to be on duty to make an arrest. They're on duty 24/7. It's not like an employee, private employee or somebody. Law enforcement officers are on duty all the time. And again, if a law enforcement officer does something that could be used against him or her later on in court, it would be. A defense lawyer, if there ever was involved a case where it involved a person's sexual orientation or whatever, that defense lawyer would use that if that person posts something. So, again, every public or private employer now, they should have policies involving, what you can and cannot do on social media, because everybody sees it.